lying down. So get yourselves nice and comfortable, knees bent, or you can straighten out your legs. It all depends what's comfortable. So you do you, and let's just take a moment to check in. Allow the body to start to sink into your support. And then I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if comfortable, otherwise just gaze at a spot on the ceiling and begin to bring your awareness inwards. Notice what is going on in your body and upstairs. Depending on what you've been doing this morning will depend on, you know, how you are coming into your yoga space. So just take a moment to notice, and then we'll start to use the breath as our anchor to come into the present. So make a promise to yourself to let go of whatever is buzzing around in your head, things to do, maybe what you're going to eat for lunch, I don't know. Let that go now and focus on your breath. See if you can start an inhale and exhale through the nose. If you're comfortable with ujjayi breathing, that gentle constriction at the back of your throat, then go ahead and start that now. See if you can make the exhale now a little bit longer than your inhale. We're starting to guide the body away from that active, busy mode into a quieter, present, calmer state of mind. All right, give me one more breath here and we'll start to add in some movement. So when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to pick up the feet and just pick up the lower arms, so your forearms, and then just keeping your eyes closed. Don't worry about what is going on or what direction anything is going in. Do some wrist and some ankle circles, just moving very slowly through your full range of motion with the joint. So really notice how it's feeling, especially if you've been at a computer or working on your laptop. You may notice that your wrists, are talking to you. So do pay attention and try and go through their fullest range of motion, but in a slow and controlled manner. Take it round the other way. Just do a few reps. Okay, and then from there, keep the feet up, place the hands on the knees, squeeze the knees together. As you next exhale, give the knees to the chest and then take them round in a little circle as you inhale. So exhale, pull them in the chest, and then as you inhale, draw a little circle. So the knees are together, gently hugging the inner legs, and you'll notice that you'll feel it in the hips. Okay, so we're just trying to warm up the hip area. Well done, super job. Okay, one more in the direction you're going, and then let's change. Exhaling as you draw the knees in, inhaling as the knees move away. So getting them nice and lubricated. Super job. And then we're going to come up to all fours. So you can either rock and roll or you can just get up in whichever feels right for your body today. Just a couple of rock and rolls will do. Come into all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers, start to claw the mat a little. Keep a nice long spine. Press the toes, press the shins. Feel that connection with your front and back body, and then we'll move it through a few rounds of cat-cow. So on your inhale, pull the chest through, belly to the floor, tailbone back, gaze slightly up. And then as you exhale, curl that tailbone down, pull it towards your thighs as you round the back. Just go through that a few more times. Rounding on your exhale. Inhale, extending the back. So just warming up the spine. All right, lovely. Give me a couple more. And then keep the hips above the knees. And we're going to take a little walk out, coming into a puppy pose. So it's a really nice way of stretching the spine, getting some length, getting some space. So really caterpillar the fingers as far as you can. And at the same time, pull the hips up and back. You start to get that length through the spine. Little activation through the arms, and then soften your chest between that stability of your arms. So with every exhale, just think about your heart melting towards the floor. Lovely, well done. Give me a couple breaths here. All right, and then come on up, walk the hands back, and come on down. So just a little moment to wake up our core muscles. So come into a Sphinx pose first of all. So elbows are underneath the shoulders, press down through the finger pads and start to pull the elbows back as though you're trying to slide yourself forward. Notice how that helps you engage with the back of your shoulders. So take a moment to connect with that. Maybe pull the back of the throat towards the back of the neck a little so that your head is not jutting forwards. So we're getting it more on top of our spine. All right, and then from there, press down through the forearms and the finger pads. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to peel the thighs off the floor. Now, as you peel the thighs off the floor, I want you to hug the tailbone down between your legs like you're an unhappy dog. Pull the pubic bone towards your navel, hug the front ribs in. Notice how your abs have started to wake up here. Keep breathing, and with every exhale, see if you can hug those abdominals in a little bit more. Take one more breath here. And then with an inhale, we'll come back into Sphinx pose. Just take a breather, take a moment. And then we're going to do that again. So not only are we starting to cook our core, but we're also starting to wake up the whole of the body. So we're going to go again, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to pull up, pull up. Close the pubic bone towards the navel, pull the front ribs in, guide the tailbone down, feel that strength in your core. Give me one more full breath. Lovely, well done. And then on your next inhale, release it down. All right, if you want a little bit more of a release, just straighten the arms and then you get a nice little lengthening across your front body. Okay, so we're going to take it up a gear if you want to and move it on. So we're going to come into a forearm plank. Okay, so we're going to get into it in the same way through our Sphinx plank first of all. So take an inhale. As you exhale, let's bring it up, and then all you've got to do from here is curl the toes under, press the knees up and back, and you should be in a pretty good forearm plank position. Same rules apply. All right, from here, let's walk it forward. Walk it forward, so taking a dolphin pose, start to push the chest towards the front of your thighs. Press down through your forearm. All right, it's going to take a little bit of strength, this, and if it doesn't work, don't worry. Take a big inhale, push into both hands and see if you can come up into a downward facing dog. If it doesn't work, do one arm at a time or drop the knees and come up to your downward facing dog in whichever way suits you. Lovely, well done. From here, pedal it out, take a full few breaths here. Take an inhale and then look towards the front. Let's take a little walk. Bend the knees as much as you need to so that you can lengthen the spine. Really find as much length through both sides of the waist. Take an inhale here, and then with your exhale, fold it forward. Crown of the head reaching to the floor. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, take half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Focusing on finding length through the spine. Exhale, fold. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. And then drop the tailbone. Pull up through the hips. Relax the neck, shoulders. Use the hamstrings, the back of your legs, your glutes. Curl it under, and roll it up. So the weight's in the heels, so that you can really uncurl your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then find a couple of shoulder rolls at the top. Super job. Well done. Okay. So coming into Tadasana. So find that central point between those 4 corners of the feet. So big toe mound, little toe mound, inner and outer heel. Find length through your spine from those 4 points. Soften the shoulders. Find your breath. We'll take one more here. And then with your next inhale, let's sweep the arms out and up. As you exhale, forward fold. So hinging from the hips, bringing yourself down. Inhale, find that halfway lift. And then exhale, let's step the right leg back, drop the knee, Anjaneyasana. Find your glutes, curl them under as you bring yourself up, bringing the arms out and up. Now, as you bring the arms out and up, I want you to imagine you're holding a beach ball, so it's a little bit wider than we usually do it. From there, on your inhale, take it into a little cactus shape. So you're coming into a back bend, and then exhale, hold your beach ball. And again, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the heart up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, hold your beach ball. One more time. Inhale to squeeze the shoulder blades, exhale to hold your imaginary beach ball. Well done. Take an inhale, straighten the arms, and then as you exhale, let's take it into a little lunge twist. So palms together, hook the right elbow around that left knee, zip the inner thighs together. Take a couple more breaths here. Using your exhale to twist you round. One more breath. All right, the inhale will take us back to the front. The exhale, hands on the floor, pick up the back knee and step back into your plank and lower to the floor, either with the knees down or knees up, your choice. On the inhale, release the toes, come into a baby cobra. So just reach the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then your exhale will take you back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Inhale, step or jump to the front, you choose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Use the back of the legs, so it's a bit like a deadlift. Bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, press the hands down. Okay, let's try that again on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, and then exhale the left leg back, drop the knee, Anjaneyasana, second side. So we're coming up, holding the beach ball. Zip the inner legs together, curl the butt cheeks under, gently soften the front ribs down, so you're not sticking your chest out. All right, when you feel stable, your next inhale, take it into the cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then exhale, hug the beach ball. 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, hug the beach ball. 1 more time. Squeeze, exhale, hug the beach ball. And then inhale, straighten the arms, and then exhale, take it into a twist. Second side. All right. So use your exhale to draw yourself around. We've got 1 more breath here. Keep squeezing the inner legs together. And then the inhale will take us back. Lovely. The exhale, hands to the floor, step back and lower. Your way. Find a baby cobra on the inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in your downward dog. Inhale, step or float to the front. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to the right. Let's step it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hug your beach ball. Inhale, cactus arms, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, beach ball. Inhale, squeeze it back. Exhale, beach ball. 1 more time. Inhale, squeeze it back. Exhale, beach ball. And then bring the hands to the floor. Take an inhale here. And then exhale. Let's come into a half split. So let's start to mobilize the backs of the legs a little bit. Inhale. Let's take it forward. Drop in the hips to stretch the front of your back hip. Okay, lovely. 2 more times. Exhale to half splits. Inhale, drop the hips. Come forward. Last time, exhale. Lovely, inhale. Come on forward, curl the back toes under. Take a pause here. Really try and straighten that back leg as much as you can. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's walk it forward. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, let's press it up. Exhale, go straight back down. I'm going to do the second side. Find your halfway lift on your inhale, and then exhale, step the left leg back, coming into Anjaneyasana with beach ball arms. Lovely. Take an inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Really sit the inner thighs as you do this. It will help with your balance. Okay, we've got 2 more. Working with your breath. Last one. Okay, hands to the floor as you inhale, and then as you exhale, we'll pull it back to Ardha Hanumanasana on this side, and then inhale, press it forward, stretching the front of your hips. Okay, 2 more times. Last one. All right, curl the back toes under, come into a runner's lunge, really emphasize straightening that back leg, zipping up those inner legs, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Listen carefully as you inhale, let's come into a plank. Now either stay in a high plank, come down to a forearm plank, or drop the knees and stay on your forearms or your hands, okay? So knees down, knees up, any version you like. All right, in fact, I'll show all versions just in case. So we're going to do a twist, and I'm going to show you all the different versions. You join in once you found a version that is cool for you. So we've got the plank shape. So I'm going to do it on my forearms first of all. On your inhale, you're going to turn to one side. Press your body and hip up and reach the top arm up. And then as you exhale, come back to center. And then as you inhale, you take it to the other side. So on the hands, on your knees, it will look like this. So I'm moving with my breath. Forearms, knees up, will look like this. And I suggest you stagger the legs and keep them a little wider apart than you would in a normal plank pose, just to help with stability and balance. Okay, if you're going for a high plank version, and your exhale will take you to the center, and then your inhale will open you up. Right, wherever you are, I want you to do 5 more on each side. See how you're doing. So well done. So it really doesn't matter what version of plank you do for this. What is more important is your connection to your core. Lovely. Well done, guys. You look great. Once you've done your 10 altogether floating planks, I know it's quite a lot, so try not to rush, move with integrity, try and keep connected to your core. Once you've done them, you're going to move to a child's pose. So just come back into plank pose, whatever version. Drop the knees if the knees are up. Open the big toes together and just spend a moment in child's pose. Well done. Super job. Take a moment to connect to your breath. Let the heat dissipate a little. Well done, super job. And then when you're ready, we're gonna leisurely come back to downward facing dog. All right, so fidget, squidge it in your dog if you want to, or hold it still. See what feels good in your body this morning. Lovely. Okay, so from there, I'm going to inhale the right leg up to the sky. Okay, so it doesn't have to be high. Try and keep your hips and your shoulders square. Bend the knee and then keeping the shoulders level. Try and open that hip. Have a little look at your left ankle and make sure that the ankle is level and that you're not dipping in or out. So pull up through the inner and outer leg. That will really, really help. Take one more full breath here. The inhale is going to straighten the leg. Exhale is going to step it towards the front of the mat. All right, from here, we're going to come up into a crescent lunge. So you may want to bend the knee and come up in stages, or you may want to go straight there. Whatever you do, before you move, make sure you've got a wide enough gap between your feet. You don't want to be on tram line. You want to be on train tracks with your feet. Super job. Right, generously bend the back leg, squeeze that back glute, and then straighten the back leg as far as you can without changing your pelvis. So try and keep your pelvis level. All right, and what I mean by that is that the hip points are in line with your pubic bone. or pubic bone in line with sternum, whatever works. So you're not dipping forwards. You're lifting your hips off the front thigh. Okay, bring the arms into your beach ball. Zip the inner legs together, squeeze the outer hips in, and then with your inhale, find that back bend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, exhale, hug the beach ball. And again, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, hug your beach ball. Last time, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, hug the beach ball. And then from there, you stay there. I'm going to turn around, otherwise I'm going to disappear. My back is going to be what you see. We're going to turn into warrior two. Okay, so just swivel the back foot. Keep the front foot facing the short end of the mat and bring the arms out. All right, so again, find that neutral pelvis, okay? By finding the neutral pelvis, it really helps to switch all the muscles of your legs on. So hopefully you can feel your glutes working a little bit hard. You know, if you can't, think about tucking the glutes under, like you're curling them under, the tailbone lengthening down towards the floor. All right. Okay, from here, let's find reverse. So reach the top arm up and over, and then as you exhale, take a side angle. And again, inhale, up and over, exhale, take a side angle. All right, one more time. Inhale, up and over, exhale, side angle. Right, now we're going to hold the side angle. You choose to whether or not you keep your elbow on your knee or whether you want to drop down. Whatever you do, keep that connection with your glutes and use it to help you start to turn the heart upwards. So you're still keeping nice and long in your back, but you're starting to turn the heart up towards the ceiling. So you're opening and lengthening, opening and lengthening. Give me 2 more breaths here. And then turn and look down at the floor. Actually, I'll come with you this time. Take an inhale. Find your plank pose. Any version, and give me 3 rounds of the twisting plank. So 6 altogether. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, center. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, center. Okay, 2 more times to each side. Exhale, center. Can you keep that core engaged all the time? Last time. Okay, lovely. And then from there, exhale it down to the floor. Bring your hands back, forehead to the floor. Legs together or a little bit apart, whatever works for you. Start to roll the inner legs up towards the ceiling. Feel the hamstrings and glutes turn on a bit. And then with your next inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the feet. Now, once you're there, I want you to start to bring the thumbs up towards, or turn the palms forward, actually. That's probably a better cue. So you start to really open up through the chest. Keep pushing down through the pubic bone. Breathe. It's really good functional back bend, this one. Okay, one last breath. All right, inhale. Exhale, come on down. Hands by your ribs. And then down facing dog. All right, I'm going to swivel around back to the front for the second side. So my back doesn't face you when we get into warrior two and stuff. All right, so second side, let's inhale the left leg up. Watch that right ankle. Drop the left shoulder. Bend the left knee and then open the hip. Use your next inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. All right, so take your time getting there. Be mindful of keeping control of your core so you balance. And then find that neutral pelvis and then straighten the front back leg as much as you can. You should really feel that glute like switch on like crazy. Hang on to it. Zip the inner legs together, hug the outer hips. And then hopefully all that will help with your balance. And with your next inhale, we can take it into that heart opener, cactus arms, and then exhale, hug the ball. 2 more times. Squeeze and hug the ball. Last time. Inhale to squeeze. Exhale. Hug the ball and then swivel open to warrior 2 on your second side. So again, find the glutes, find your neutral pelvis, and then sink it down to whatever is comfortable for you today. All right, and then from here we'll move into that floating warrior 2 sequence. So the inhale is going to bring us into reverse. So try and keep this hip low, this front hip low, and then as you exhale, you're windmilling to the other side. So really finish the movements if you can, like a ballerina on a stage. Inhale, reverse, exhale, Parsvakonasana, side angle. Last time, inhale, and then exhale. Super job. Right, stay here. You're starting to turn the heart open, but you're still connected to your glutes, your legs. If you want to drop, you've got that option. 2 more breaths. All right, and then take it down. Super job. Take an inhale. Fine plank. And we'll do another set of those rolling planks. So inhaling, coming into side plank, your version, knees up or down, forearms or hands. Okay. Inhaling to reach up, exhale to center. Inhaling to reach up, exhale to center. One more set. Last time. All right, super. On the exhale, let's lower ourselves down all the way to the floor, your choice. Come back into that locust variation. So bring the arms back, forearm down. The inhale is gonna lift the feet, the chest, squeeze the inner shoulder blades together, but wrap the outer shoulder blades towards your armpits. So you really get some space between the shoulder blades as well as hugging them in. You're turning the thumbs up. So the palms start to face forward. Press the pubic bone into the floor. Lift the hips slightly. Feel your core switch on. Feel the glutes work. Feel the hamstrings work. Roll the inner legs up towards the ceiling. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, come into crocodile. Well done. All right, from there, slide the hands back. Let's find downward facing dog. All right, take a lovely big breath in your dog. Inhale, walk it to the front. Exhale, fold. inhale, we're going to come up into a chair pose. Okay, so last bit of hard work. It'll be over very soon, I promise. So we're going to come up in chair pose, sit back on your heels as much as you can. Soften the front ribs in, and the arms can be shoulder height, or if you've got the space, you've got the flexibility, bring them up over your head. Now we're going to do a little flow here. So this is our inhale. On the exhale, we're going to swing the arms back. This time the palms are going to be, actually let's do the same shape, palms down, but rotate the thumbs up. At the same time, you're going to come up onto your your toes, and bend down as much as you can. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come up onto your toes, zip the inner legs together, arms back, thumbs up. One last time, inhale, exhale. Let's see if we can take the heels high, just do the best you can. All right, then from here, take an inhale, come into chair pose, bring the palms into prayer, energize through your left leg, so put your weight into your left foot, squeeze the left hip in, you keep a bend in the knee, and we're going to try warrior 3 from here. So you're just going to take the right leg back, roll the inner leg up towards the ceiling, toes point towards the floor. Imagine you're going to kick a door shut. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Super job. From here, put it in, land it, chair pose. All right, let's try the other side. So lift the heels. On the exhale, come up high onto your toes, arms back. Inhale, chair. Exhale. Drinking bird, this is called. Inhale. Right, last one. So a little bit of balance work just to finish off. Chair pose. Bring the weight into your right foot, hand in prayer. Squeeze the outer right hip in. Zip the inner legs together. Kick back the left leg this time. Toes point down. Roll the inner leg up towards the sky. Lift the belly away from the hips. That will really, really help. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Use the inhale, chair pose, and exhale, take a fold. Right, let it go. Ooh, let your back relax, let the crown of your head release. And then heel toe your feet till they're mat width apart. Grab onto the end of your mat and see if you can come into a squat. Now, what the mat does, it kind of gives you a false sense of security, stops you falling back. So it's a great way of, working in your squat. So it doesn't matter if you're up here, you can use the mat to just try and work your way down, okay? So just go with what you've got. Don't worry about, don't let your ego get in the way of anything. Just work with what you've got and then have a little move around. Shift from side to side. See what it takes to try and lengthen through your back, but don't worry about it. We're here for a couple more breaths. All right, lovely. And then bring yourself down. All right, last little bit before we start to slow things down a little bit. So I want to do a little bit more core work. So I'm going to work with boat pose. So just bring yourself onto your sit bones and find some real good length through your spine. The key is with the exhale to hug in like crazy and keep the length. keep the front of your thighs as close to your chest as possible, or your belly as possible. Let's hug behind the thighs to begin with. Then pick up one foot and then pick up the other, squeeze the inner legs together. And then if you want to, you can release the arms, okay? And you can always come back to hugging them. Absolutely fine. Gives you a little bit of support. All right, from here, take an inhale, and you can keep hugging them. Straighten one leg, exhale, come back to the start. Inhale, straighten the other leg, exhale, come back to the start. Keep that connection with your core. So straighten the leg and bend. Inhale, straighten the other leg and bend. All right, keep going. Inhale, right leg and bend. Inhale, left leg and exhale, bend. Inhale, right, exhale, bend. Inhale, left, exhale, bend. 4 more times each side. Inhale, exhale, bend. Inhale, left, exhale, bend. Keep going. Inhale, right, exhale, bend. Inhale, left, exhale, bend. If you need to rest, please do. Inhale, left, right, last round. Inhale, right, exhale, bend. Inhale, left, exhale, bend. Pull the chest towards the thighs and then come on out. Give yourself a little hug. Woo. All right, one more variation. I'm going to do a little Russian twist in our Navasana. So if you've had enough of lifting your feet, you can do this with the feet on the floor and just move the arms. Otherwise, we'll take it back into that first position. Make a little, clasp the hands. You can make a little yogi gun if you want. It really doesn't matter. Plug the arm bows into the socket though. Draw the abs in, and then on an exhale, take the hands to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. And again, first side, center. Exhale, second side, center. Exhale, first side, center. Second side, center. 2 more times each side. One last time. Exhale, inhale, center, exhale. Oh, lower. All right, so we're going to take it into a little plough rock and roll if you want to, okay? You might not, or you might just want to take a stationary plough, okay? So I'll show you the variations. All right, if you want to roll it, you simply push down with your hands, bring your feet up and over, and then roll it back. And then take it over and roll it back. If you just want a stationary one, roll it over and just hang out there. All right. If you don't like that pose, I'm going to come over and see. Just do a rock and roll. Just something to release your back. Well done. Super job. We're going to spend another 5 breaths there. Well done, guys. If you are familiar with shoulder stand, you can, if you want to, take a few breaths there. If you're not familiar, then don't. Needs a bit of instruction, that one. So just do what's comfortable for your body. then when you're ready to come out, use your hands as brakes if you are in Plough pose, and bring yourself out and just hug the knees into the chest and take a little rock from side to side. Okay, so I'm just gonna see how everyone's doing with that. Great, super job, well done. All right, and then from there we're going to take it into a twist. So I'm going to offer to do the twist this way with your feet off the floor and your arms out to the side. With that one, just shift the hips to the left a little and drop your knees over to the right. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable or the twist doesn't suit your body, bring the feet on the floor and then just simply bend the knees to the right. And you can also separate your feet, have a wider twist as well. So there's loads of options there. Just choose which feels good. And then once you're there, if you want a little bit more side opening, slide the left arm up over your head. And I want you to think about curling the tailbone or lengthening the tailbone down towards your heels and reaching the fingertips away from that tailbone. So you get this extra length coming through the side waist, which feels really, really yummy. All right, slide the left arm back down if you moved it, and then use an inhale, gently connect with your core, bring yourself up. You may need to put your feet down just a bit to center yourself up, and then we'll go to the second side. So if you're lifting the feet off the floor, just shift the hips over to the right and bend the knees over to the left. Take a couple of breaths just to settle into the twist, see how everything is feeling on this side. And then if you want to, slide the right arm up. So you're still anchoring the shoulder blades into the floor as much as you can. You're just creating space. And it's a really good way of working out which side of your body is tighter than the other. My right side tends to be my tighter side. All right, before we move, let's slide the right arm back and then inhale the legs back to the center, pop them down onto the floor. And let's get some hip stretches in. So we're going to do Gomukh legs, Gomukh and Asana legs first of all, and then take it into a supine pigeon. So you're going to cross the right knee over the left, okay? And then pick up both feet off the floor. Lift the head and see if you can hold on to the feet. If you can't, grab the shins or even towards the top of the knee, okay? And then rest your head down. And then all you're trying to do is to zip the legs together. And as you zip the legs together, you're going to get a lovely stretch around the outer hips, especially the top of the IT band, which can get quite tight on a lot of us. Try and relax your head, your neck. If you're finding this one annoying or frustrating, you can put something under your head so you lift it up a little bit. So a cushion or a brick works well. But you just want to try not to let any tension get in your jaw. Keep jaw relaxed. Okay, lovely guys. From there, plant the left foot back down on the floor. The right ankle stays on top of the left knee. Flex the foot strongly and use your right hand to push the knee away. Now keep that action, stay here, or if you've got a little bit more room, you can pick up the foot, hug in front of the thigh, or the back of the thigh, sorry, or the front of the shin. And then you're going to get a nice hip stretch here as well. Relax the jaw, relax the neck. Try not to let any tension creep in. And I'm a big fan of just moving around. So if that feels cool and good for you, then I would encourage that. You might find access to, part of your hip that is usually hard to reach. Also massages out the lower back, so that's pretty nice as well. All right, relax it down and let's try it to the second side. So left over right with the knees, lift the head and just go for what is easy to grab, okay? Don't make this tough for yourself, okay? Otherwise your hips won't release. You want to trick your body into thinking that you're really happy, calm and super collective, and then it will let your hips release. If your brain is thinking you're not happy, it will hold the tension in your hips. So smile, think about something happy. Next bank holiday. All right, super. Bring the right foot to the floor this time. Left foot stays on top of the right knee and press the left knee away with your left hand. This might be enough, so stay here or hug behind the back of the thigh or the top of the shin. Make sure that you don't tuck your pelvis here, so you're not doing a reverse crunch action. You want to keep lengthening the tailbone towards the front of the mat, and that will get the stretch. All right, so back off a bit if you're finding that you're curling the tailbone, and then you get a better stretch. All right, lovely. Finally, let's do a little bit of happy baby. So again, it's whatever you can grab behind the thighs, the calves. You can hold on to the big toe, the inner foot, outer foot. The key is that pelvis is in neutral, and then you're drawing the tops of the thighs down towards the floor. And again, I'm moving around. You do what you like. You can stay still. You can maybe bring in a hamstring stretch as well. Got 3 more breaths here. Okay, and then give yourself a little hug, maybe a full body stretch, whatever feels good, and then get yourself settled for Shivasana. So come into the traditional position, legs outstretched, feet flopping out to the side, palms up. Or you can bend your knees, allowing the knees to knock together, the feet to be wider than hip width. We'll spend a few minutes here to allow your body to really absorb everything you've done. And just Make this a little bit more of a focused relaxation. As you inhale, I want you to imagine that you're drawing in new energy for the rest of the day, and then as you exhale, I just want you to release anything that doesn't serve you from this point on. So inhale new energy. Exhale, release what doesn't serve you. I'll leave you with that for a few moments longer. Okay, just release that little affirmation. Bring yourself back. Start to add in some movement and any other stretches that you want to invite in at this point in time. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Bring yourself up to a seat. Lovely, well done. Super job. Okay. Take a moment, notice any changes upstairs and also within your body. Let's bring our palms together. Take an inhale, exhale. Well done.